Who is it?
Hey,
Vinny!
dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude, I
man?
don't have a scary story, man.
I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
grandfather.
out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like. That's
No,
fine.
it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just
Well,
saying there's a lot
But
of...
that is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everybody, to GUFON. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Here we are. That about wraps it up for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Different reality, different world. I wish it could be that quick. We can't do it all that quick. We have just been altered to a universe. Another reality. I swear to God it's true. I don't know when it happened, but I think it happened a couple of years ago. And we're just not getting our feet used to it yet. Maybe we haven't gotten used to this new reality fully, but people are freaking out. This whole world is insane. Balloons are UFOs. And now, light cannons are UFOs. Well, thanks to the newest hoaxer of our time, Tim McShillen. Actually, Tim McMillan of UFO Twitter is the newest hoaxer. And we knew that when we saw his hoax a couple of weeks ago. The Batman balloon. We're calling it the Batman balloon, but it's a balloon that he was trying to peddle as a real UFO to increase the views over to his new and all military industrialized website, the Deflate. It's the Debrief, but I'm calling it the Deflate. I can't stand this guy. I really don't like people watering down ufology. He has limited to no experience in the field. I am very angry right now at what this guy is peddling as another real UFO. And this is serious stuff, guys. I mean, you don't think it is, but it is. It is, because he gets control, right? He's got the website. He's getting followers. He's all over Twitter. They love him. They praise him. They think he's the new Jesus Christ Almighty of ufology, and everybody knows who is. Brazzo. Brazzo. Not me. Are you kidding? You know who I am? Tiny, little, insignificant, with a loud voice. People hear it. They think they heard something. They go, what was that? I don't know. Just keep going. And then they hear it again. They're like, did you hear that? And they're like, was that a GUFON? What's a GUFON? It's a new cryptid. And you're walking through the forest, and all of a sudden you hear GUFON again, screaming the truth, and we need justice, and this guy's a hoaxer. And then you stop and you say, what the hell am I hearing? Do you hear that? We better go check this out. And they come over to check it out, and they come over to GUFON, and they see me, and they see me getting animated. They see me joking. We can't take this guy seriously. You better start. You had better start, because I am going to be on you like white on rice, McShillen. I am not going to stop. I am not going to give up. I am not going away. They want to silence me. Remember what little Joey Merja said? Red Rum Merja? I wish Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube would silence him. That's what they do. That's what they do on that far left circuit you call Twitter. That's what they do. And I know some of you are from that side, and that's okay. We can still talk as long as you want to be civil. I am not talking about you right now. I am talking about Tim McShillen, who's from that corner of the world. And reality has changed. Up is no longer up, it is down. The sky is no longer blue, it is yellow. The sun is no longer white, it is yellow. Yeah, it's true. When you say it's real, they say it's fake. When they say it's real, we say it's fake. Because what they say is real is really fake. I don't understand where this world is going, that the reality is now the opposite. You guys had better wake up. I'm getting sick of this shit trying to do it all on my own. I see some of you out there really pulling for what's right, and I appreciate that. But if you can't see what's right in front of you, then you've got an issue. Either you don't understand what you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're seeing, and you need help, or you're letting your pride get in the way of what you should be doing, and that's asking for help. And if you don't really know, ask for help. I've done it my whole entire time here. I'm not always right. And when I'm wrong, I admit it. What's wrong with you doing that? And that's where we are tonight. Newest hoaxer does it again. That's Tim McShillen. We'll talk about what he did, why he's peddling this Swedish UFO as reality is beyond me, because reality has changed. Do you see it? Do you understand what I mean by that? I sure hope so, because I got to tell you, every day I fight to keep this show going. Every day I fight for what's right. Every day I wake up, I'm like, what can I do today to make ufology better? You think I want to be this guy who wants to be hated? I would love to be loved by everybody. I would love that. I would love it. And I thought when I first started doing radio or podcasting back in 2005, I thought for sure people would get it. But we don't. You don't. Some of you don't. It's mind-boggling. Let me set up the yep, you see Pelosi, that's right. Because we're going to be talking about this shit. This whole country's changed. It's over. It's over. I don't understand how anybody would believe anything this woman has to say. I am extremely angry tonight. I am upset that Trump has been treated the way he has. Yeah, can you imagine what we would have accomplished if they only helped? I don't care what side you're on. It has nothing to do with you. This has to do with America. This has to do with your rights. This has to do with the freedom of speech, to the right to bear arms, freedom of religion. When did that stop? It stopped when Twitter and Facebook and the mainstream media went after Trump. Actually, it's been going on for a long time. I could remember I did a show a long time ago on the AZ UFO show. Where am I? I did a show on the AZ UFO show, and I used a word that you can no longer say. And I'll tell you what the word was. It was flag, but you take out the L. Okay? Now, I grew up where that word was used continuously, as a joke. Right? Like if you got your pant leg caught inside your chain while you were riding, you'd say, well, you stupid, Now you can't say that. And I understand why you can't. I get it now. Times change, and you got to change with it, or just go. But I am not going to conform, okay? I am not going to stop saying what I'm saying. I will curb what I'm saying, just so I don't get kicked off kicked off of here. But these changes, they've got to happen, and GUFON is changing with it. Look, I stopped saying the word. I don't say it anymore, not even, around friends and family. We don't say it, just so you know. It's not a big deal. I don't have to say something that I grew up saying. I could learn not to say it, and I realized saying that word was wrong. But back then, I saw the change starting, and it happened that long ago. 2006, 2007, people were coming on to the AZ UFO show, and they were saying, "You can't say that, dude." And I'm like, what's wrong with that? I've been saying it my whole life. Dude, you don't get it? Don't you understand? Why do you think that word cannot be used? And I let this person explain it on air. And they said, you can't say it because if that person is gay, am I allowed to say gay? Can I say that now? My God. If someone is gay and you say that word, you're using it as a way to demean them. It shouldn't be that way. And then after the show ended, I listened to it again. And I said, I get it. Okay. I won't say it anymore. And I didn't. And I haven't since. I may have accidentally said it, as maybe repeating what somebody else was saying and they used the word, but I didn't purposely go out of my way and say it. You know what I mean? This is where we are today. We are at a point in life where you can't say a lot of things. And it's very difficult for people who have grown up saying certain things a certain way. And we really can't say, I think there's over 1,000 words you can't say on YouTube that people say every day. It's ridiculous. You really can get in trouble for saying almost anything. It's weird. I was always sensitive to people and their feelings growing up because I was kind of bullied in a way when I was younger, when I got into high school. But once I became a sophomore and people understood, what I was about, the bullying stopped. But it took years of being in school with the same people to get that, to get them to stop. So I understand what words mean to people. But let's not go overboard and stop everything. And I feel like reality has changed to a point where if you're going to be a person like me and have a voice in this field, there's a lot of things I need to change if I want to survive. And I don't like it at all. I hate it. I hate it. And I'm not talking about the F word or any other word. You know what I mean? We're not even supposed to swear. Even though YouTube gives you an option, like when you monetize a video, it says, is there inappropriate swearing? And then you hit the button that says, yeah, there's a little bit of inappropriate saying. I may use some words here. And you have to click that button, because if you don't and you did swear, well, YouTube will come after you if they catch it. So I learned this from Third Phase, to always hit that button no matter what, because it shows YouTube that you're not afraid to tell them the truth. Now, I don't have a problem with telling the truth. We do it here. It's what we do. It's what we preach. So it's not a problem for me. What I have a problem with, and this should be banned, people like this should be banned, is when Tim McMillan posts something on YouTube calling it a UFO, and it's not. And he's done it twice in now 5 weeks. That is a bold-faced lie. Well, you can't ban somebody for lying, can you? I think we should. I think in ufology we should be banning this guy from being anywhere near. Yes, I want to censor Tim McShillen because he's lying. That's different than telling the truth. When I tell the truth about the 3 videos, when I tell the truth, and you're going to say, well, that's your opinion, and I'm going to say, well, yeah, but when I tell the truth, I also say, I know I can't be 100% right because I wasn't there. Nobody can be 100% right when it comes to UFOs unless you capture them. I get it, but that's what I'm talking about. You just can't blindly lie and get away with it. And I don't think he should get away with it. And thank God B. Baker and a couple others out there are on my side pointing out these things and making sure that I get on it right away. Which is what I want to do real quick after roll call, everybody! Hey, the Bee's Nest Films, what do you say? How do you doing? Welcome to the show. Nathan Nitsky, how you doing? Jeff Garvey, welcome to the show. Stu Garson, the biggest, the baddest, the only towering man of Inferno in all of time is here. Welcome to the show. A little too spicy. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Coral Ann, still out of the TV. She ain't in it no more. She's not in there. Just Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. Fred Weiss, be careful. Those liars might be storming the GUFON Capitol. Let them come. Come on, baby. I hope they start knocking on that door. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Oh, my God, that'd be so funny. All of a sudden, you hear them at the door. Mr. Giordano. Who is it? Ufology. Who? UFO. Twitter. Who is it? Who's at the door? Land chill. Land chill? What's a land chill? I open up the door. It's Tim McMillan. Just like Land Shark. Land Shark. Who is it? Postman. Postman on a Sunday? Who's really at my door? Land Shark. What? Neighbor, across the street. He never would really say who he was. I love that. Who else here? First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Helen Berry, welcome to the show. I just burst your eardrums? Oh. See, I tried backing up. Jimmy Mac Soundtrack, what do you say? Dave's not here? Dave's always here. My friends. If Dave's not here, guess who else is here? The little bitch. What's his name? Oh, who's the little bitch? Oh, hold on. Let me find out who his little bitch is. I forget his name. Let me pull it up. Seriously. You got to watch out for this guy. He's always listening. He's a little bitch. And I didn't know Dave was still talking to this little bitch. What's the matter? What'd I say? Bitch? Hold on. I'm going to find it real quick. I got to let you know who this is because I want him to know that I know. All right? You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me find it here. This little, your mother's got 9 ankles that are all fat. Well, now I got to go on the phone because Facebook only lets you go back a certain amount of time online. Oh, this little bitch. I know his first name. I think it's Eric. Eric Thiemer? Is it Thiemer? Hold on, let me see. Everett? I can't remember. I'll find out. Hold on. Everett Thiemer? Is that his name? Oh, you've got to be kidding. I may have to listen. I don't want to. I think it's Everett Thiemer. Eric Thiemer? I think it's Everett Thiemer. I want to say it is. I think it is. Little bitch. Runs over. He used to watch me on Saturday nights when I used to do the Spaced Out Radio Saturday night. And anytime I did something that was close to anything that he didn't like, he would run to Dave. And Dave would be like, well, Everett Thiemer told me you were saying this in politics. You know we don't talk politics. I go, it had to do with ufology. And Dave would listen to it and then tell Everett or whoever it was, just don't bother Rich with stuff. Don't worry, I'll deal with it. And he's still doing it today. He's running over to Dave anytime I say something here about Dave. What a little baby, bitch. You're so cute. Oh, I want to snuggle you up and suffocate you. Who else is here? B. Baker's here. Angie Young is here. IR Films here. Lori Oliphant, I said hi and thank you for the $2.99 super chat. Eric81872 is here. Welcome. JP Bassignor, welcome. Pot Roast, wow, you've been here for a little bit. Nice to have you come back. Stargate Travelers here. I am still waiting for Brucey's all to contact me to tell me it's okay to use his videos. I still haven't had him contact me, so I will not play his videos. X-Files Espionage TV, here but silent. That's okay. I appreciate the support. Dr. Z. Smith, good day, my friend. Welcome to the show. All right, Sparkle, 8 Sparkle, Fred Weiss, welcome, welcome. Neats B's here. Neats B and Coral Ann, you guys should be seeing your mail soon. I mean, it might take a week. When did I send it out? 3 days ago? 4 days ago? Monday? Tuesday? I think I sent it out Tuesday. I can't remember. All right, let's get to work. Dark Hour Space Paranormal's here. Michael Rozier. Sir Wolf 67. Tyler Sawyer are here. If I didn't say your name, Red Panda's here. I'm sorry if I missed you. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Dr. Jäger van die Gigaten. Man. Whew. I do not know how to say your name 100%. Der Jäger van die Gigaten. Welcome to the show. All right. So I don't expect a big crowd tonight. Chew! What do you say, Chew? Rebecca Turner, how you doing? All right, let me finish off this coffee. This is my Respect the Beard. I think I got this because Dave Scott, and I thought he would say something about it, but he never did. Coffee's in the cup. Well, was. Bill Romanos. No more coffee. No more Red Bulls. No more Nos. For a little bit. Bob Gray, Alien Girl 111 Uno. William Scott Thomas, how you doing? Teresa Clifton. It is an Aussie move. So the video I'm talking about from Tim McShillen was sent to me by Mr. B. Baker, and I won't play it because this guy is just looking for a way to get us shut down, I'm sure. But I will show you. These are lights here, okay? They are shooting up. I'll put the link in the chat room right now if you guys want to take a look. I will not put it in the description because I am not playing it. Can you get rid of that thing? God damn it. Hate that. Sorry, I said Demon. It just came out. But these are lights that you see at movie theaters. And they're shooting up at the clouds. That's all it is. And on his website, he's claiming that this is a real UFO over Sweden. And when you look at the comments, which I left, obviously, I said, ha 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 ha. Of course, only the deflate would say this is really UFOs. Goes to show you what zero experience in this field will bring to ufology. These are spotlights on the ground pointing up and hitting the clouds. You guys are embarrassing yourselves with this crap. Tim McShillen with another lie. Okay? All right. So this Paul McMullen says the original video is 4 minutes long. Why are we only getting 47 seconds? Please upload the original. You know why you won't get it? Because it proves that these lights are from the ground. This person says this is taken from the hills above Lausanne, which lies at the shore of Lake Geneva. The low cloud cover and what appears to be snow block a clear view, but we're watching searchlights in front of a nightclub. Jay Chavez says to call this a UFO is an absolute embarrassment 3 days ago. I said, yes, thank you for saying that. These guys attacked me to no end when I debunked Tim McShillen's Batman balloon hoax. He and his website's all about misinformation. Tim is a shill. I promise his name should be Tim Doty. UFO of interest who likes to get his hands on a lot of UFOs and debunk them or try to says, hey guys, where are the UFOs? I see sky cannon searchlights. On and on and on for, everybody saying the same thing. Not everybody, a couple of people. 40 set, look at this. You're almost at 50-50 thumbs up to thumbs down. These are all of Tim's buddies, and these are the ones who aren't, including myself. I will not subscribe or support the debrief, hence the red subscribe button. I will never support a shill. Tim McMillan is a liar. He is here to ruin ufology. I kid you not. You're looking at the next Richard Doty. You really are. I'm not joking. That guy is ruining ufology slowly but surely. Why is this up? Hold on. Yeah, I don't care. He says, this video of strange white balls of light, the witnesses described as spinning like a carousel in the clouds. Watch, we've seen this before. Spotlights on clouds. Oh, I thought I was in. Anyway, yeah, pretty much you could see right here. I mean, this is what it is. I thought I was in YouTube when I did that. It's embarrassing. It really hurts me as a ufologist, as a researcher, that this stuff is still going on. You know what I mean? I mean, this is really bad, what he's doing, and he doesn't care. How can you actually post this and call it UFOs? It really blows my mind. And the only thing is that he is a shill. He is misinformation. I'll sit here for 2 freaking hours and keep saying it over and over and over again. I won't. God, that's a bad example. I know you guys know what it is, but let's see if we can get some sort of. All right. You know, you think if you type in UFOs, yeah, here we go. It's kind of like this almost. You know? That's what they're doing at a distance. Anyway, I know you know. I know you know. I know you know. It's very upsetting. Because in ufology, let's do this real quick. That's so funny. Here it is. There's his military. If you're into this stuff, you may like it. You may like this stuff. Silicon Valley technologists interested in Swiss UFO case. Are you serious? This is unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. Of course, Silicon Valley. Of course. Ocean only knew UFOs from movies and certainly didn't believe in them. That changed on November 18, 2015. However, when she filmed strange lights over Lausanne, Switzerland, from her balcony. When she entered her kitchen that morning in the pre-dawn hours to make herself a cup of coffee, she realized she couldn't see the neighbor's house through the balcony door. I was perplexed, she says, so I went out to see. Beyond her balcony was a pink cloud. I could see the church, but not the house directly in front of me. The cloud rose and shifted toward the church steeple. Then I saw these white balls of light. They were spinning like a carousel. Yes, that's what they do. She recounts in her apartment in a suburb of Lausanne, a historic city on the shores of Lake Geneva. Ocean, that's her name, Ocean. Ocean, who cares, is a pseudonym. The woman, who is between 50 and 60 years old and whose identity is known to this reporter, wishes to remain anonymous of fear of being ridiculed in her community as a Yes, you're right, you would be for this. Nevertheless, she can back up her statements. She took several photos as well as video showing the pinkish mist and the lights. First of all, I looked at this video, never saw any. There's nothing here that shows a pink mist. They were small lights, adds Ocean. In the video, you can see bright dots swirling around the frame. They made a soft sound when they hit the shutters. When they hit the shutters, like the flapping of birds' wings. As they did so, they left behind a whitish liquid that looked a little like milk. Oh my God. She's saying this is what hit her door? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You know what this is? It's a dirty door. And you just realized it for the first time, you frickin' nut. She said, the sighting has not only disturbed her psychologically, she reports physical complaints as well, such as nosebleeds and bloodshot eyes. Yeah, stop doing meth! She goes to the doctor and has eye drops prescribed. I was scared because I thought if this leaves traces, will I get a disease? Oh, God, are you freaking kidding me? Stop making something out of nothing. From 2015, now we're talking? Now this is a story 6 years later. Way to be on top of it, shill. Oh, God almighty, what's this world coming to? Yeah, let's talk about something that happened 6 years ago. Yeah, that's current. Good job, shill. Frickin' idiot. Anybody who believes this shithole, you've got issues just like him. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shill. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to say sorry. I'm saying, no, I'm not. He deserves what he gets. He is a shill. That is it. He only cares about one thing. Himself. You know what he's doing? He's doing what Third Phase of Moon did. I hate to bring it up, guys, but he's doing what they did years ago. It's true. He's posting shit that shouldn't be posted. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who else to go by. I don't remember other UFO channels that were doing that at the time. It's a long time ago. Forget I said it. And I wasn't going to do a show tonight. I wasn't going to do one. I was going to take tonight and tomorrow off. But obviously, there is no time off. It just makes me so upset. So I see nobody's commenting on anything in here, so I will move forward since anyway, so let's move on to something I wasn't going to talk about, but I will talk about what's going on in the political forum real quick. If you don't want to watch it, you can take off. But I'm playing this video. It comes from Salty Cracker. And I think what's happening to Trump, this whole thing, the left has committed treason. I can't count how many times. I don't have enough fingers and toes. When Bidophile becomes officially the president, we will have a very well-known pedo in the house. Yep, that's right. I can't even make a video about what I want to talk about because it will get taken down immediately. But you've all seen the pictures of Bido. This is the president of the United States, not my president. And I think after 2 years, he's going to step down because of health issues. And believe it or not, you will have President Harris as your president. How does this happen? I really don't get it. First of all, in the United States, there's 135 million voters, registered voters. Usually, about 70 to 90 million will vote. It's never 100%. Let's say 90 million voted. Trump had 70 million. Biden had 80 million. Do the math. That's 150 million votes. 23 million of those votes are fraud. It's impossible to have 150 million votes when only 135 million are registered. That means Trump crushed it. We all saw it the night of the election. We saw it where we said, oh my God, Trump blew him away. I can't believe how much he won by. And then the blue wave took over. And the rest is, as you should say, history. It just goes to show you, Trump had 80 million. I can't even understand if, let's say Trump had 70 million. Let's say he did have the 70 million votes. That means Biden would have had to have had, if everybody voted, what is that, 63 million? It's impossible. Yeah, they stole the election. 100%. Biden even said it himself. We have the best fraud team money can buy, basically. Anyway, Salty Cracker. And I don't care if I'm playing this. Here we go.
There will be. People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Well, my friends, welcome to the powder keg. Holy hell, you can cut the tension in this country with a machete because it's thick. It's thick, I tell you. Just news breaking left every minute. Every minute, there's something popping off. You got, is it a deep fake from Donald Trump's Twitter account? Is Donald Trump dead? Where are the receipts? Where's the proof of life? You got that going down. And on the other side, you've got the Democrats running around telling everybody, it's over. It's done. In fact, hashtag Madam President Piss Pants Pelosi, because she is now the commander-in-chief. And she has taken over the military. That's what she...
Yep. She wants to impeach Trump to get him out before 11 days to go. Can't even wait 11 days. These are bullies. And I'm not saying this is every one of you. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the people in power. There's something wrong with them mentally. I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And if that makes you hate me and makes you never come back, so be it. I want like-minded people to be here. I am not here to make you happy. I am here to give you information. Okay? And yes, it's mainly UFOs and the paranormal. But tonight, since I haven't really talked about politics for a month or two, Saturday night, I'm going to say what I want.
She's telling everybody. Holy shit. That's what she's telling everybody. And that's what Reuters is pushing right now. She said that she got on the phone. She got all of the generals under her thumb. She said, I'm running things now. I have the nuclear codes because we don't know what Donald Trump is going to... He's unhinged, boys, right? His November 3rd, totally legitimate, totally legal, zero evidence of fraud because of the cleanest election of all times. He cannot handle his loss. He has gone crazy. He stoked up 25 million racist Nazis to storm the Capitol. That's what happened. And now he's got to be removed from office, by the way. Now that he's been removed from being the commander-in-chief, she's now running out there telling everybody that we're going to have articles of impeachment because Michael Pence will not do his duty. Michael Pence trying to ride the fence. What is going on with it? Michael Pence is absconding from his duties from both sides. He wouldn't support Donald Trump, and now he won't support Nancy Pelosi by invoking the...
Yeah, because they've threatened him. I'm sure of it. Just like they threatened all the judges. They threaten the people in the Supreme Court in every state. Do not approve the evidence. Do not let this go forward. Now, let me ask you this. That relief fund bill that's given us unemployment and the money that people are getting for businesses and all that, do you remember all the other countries that were getting billions of dollars, multi-millions of dollars from us in the relief fund? Why aren't we taking care of America first? They wanted to take care of everybody else along with us. Take care of us. Take care of your people. It's their problem over there. Why are we giving them millions and millions, and especially the countries that we were giving it to? Oh my God, there's so much corruption. It's unless there's something so gosh darn secretive we don't know about. I don't know if they have something held over Pelosi's head. I don't know what they've got on her that could make her think this way, but I just, oh my God, it's just that Trump didn't play in their reindeer games, and they hate it. Didn't do what they wanted. That's what I think.
25th Amendment. So, Nancy Pelosi said, fuck that, dude. And by the way, Michael puts, I don't know if there's any more fence left or right at this point, dude. You should have picked a side. The left is going to kill you, my friends, at this point. It doesn't matter. So, now Nancy Pelosi is saying, well, since Pence won't do his duties, we are going to impeach him. We can get this done by next week. You can get this done by next week. Holy fuck. Isn't that interesting how quick Congress can work together to oust Donald Trump? They're going to, by the time they get, if you guys can get this done in a week and a half,
yeah, but they can't get certain bills passed to help the country survive, right? Yeah, whatever. That's all I wanted to play on that. That's it. Nothing else. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. Yeah. It's just crazy. I have nothing else on that. I mean, I want to keep going and talk about the things that are happening, but there will be changes here. That's for sure. I don't think I'll be doing 2-hour shows anymore. I may do an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30. Because there's certain things we can't do anymore. And I do not want to lose what we've built up here because I called somebody silly. You know, you can get in trouble for calling somebody silly or a liar or a shill, I think. I think you can. Come on, man. I proved it. It's not a lie. It's true. But even the truth is going to be hidden. There has been a weird change, and I hate using the word algorithm, but I guess I have no other choice. But we had the worst numbers for a video in 10 months. Third Phase of Moon has noticed a significant decrease in their numbers in the last few days. That's because of what's going on here. During the election, we had the worst numbers. When the lockdown took place in March through May, we had all-time worst numbers in the history of the show. And we went back to that. That's where we are. We had nice live numbers. We hit triple digits. But it's not, the shows aren't being recommended. They're not being distributed to the normal subscribers of this channel or Third Phase of Moon, or I've noticed it on Spaced Out Radio. Dave usually has 1,000 views by the next day. 700. We only had 534 when I woke up this morning. We're usually at 700. Third phase of moon usually has 1,000, in an hour. 1,000 an hour. Over a day, they have about 25,000 views. A couple of thousand less than that. And it's just the way it is. There's people talking about it, how the YouTube algorithm, they're saying that there might have even been a hack and that all the categories got screwed up and they're trying to get all the shows back into the right categories. I heard that rumor. This is bad. It's bad. They're trying to, anytime they're trying to suppress, because of the riots that were happening at the Capitol, YouTube suffered because of that, because they didn't want that information being replayed or displayed. So we all paid that. Any fringe type of talk, any questionable stuff, all of that will be subdued. It'll go back to normal. Probably after January 20th, the next day. So, for the next couple 10 days or so, I don't expect anything to be dramatic, anything to go viral. I don't expect anything to be the way it was just 3 days ago. We are in a point right now where I have got to change, and I don't know what to do. So the only thing I can do is have guests, right? And play videos that don't have anything to do with anything. Just keep doing what we're doing, but I think I gotta start having guests. Because when you have guests on, you don't have to play any videos or talk about anybody or talk about the news or talk about reality. We're just gonna have a conversation about things, right? Your experiences, what you believe in the paranormal, near-death experiences. There's a new show out there, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. It's on Netflix. Let me pull it up here real quick. It has to do with the afterlife. I believe it is called Surviving Death. And boy, is it wild. Leslie Keane is doing this. I'm sorry, Leslie Kane. That's how you say her name. And the episodes, I'm on episode 4. I was really impressed with this show. The first episode was about near-death experiences. The second show and the third was about mediums, part 1 and part 2. And in episode 4, which is called Signs from the Dead, like this woman, her mother was about to die. And a month before she died, she asked her mother, "How can you show me you're okay when you pass away to the other side?" And they were thinking of ways, and she goes, "I'll come back to you as a cardinal, the bird." In the state they lived in, there are no cardinals, apparently. A day or two after her mother dies, they hear a thump on the window. And they look outside, and there's a cardinal. And they picked it up, and I'm sure it was dazed. You know, I'm sure it ran into that window at full speed and was kind of knocked unconscious. But they go and pick it up. Of course they can pick it up. The damn thing nearly knocked itself out. But they pick it up. It's a cardinal. Oh, Mom. It's Mom. And they pet it, and they were caressing it, and the bird didn't. Meanwhile, the bird's probably got a concussion. It's blurry vision. It sees these giants holding on to it, but yet they think it's dear loved Mom coming back from the dead as a cardinal. And then she holds the cardinal up, and she goes to let it go. And that's the first time it looked like it tried flying since it went 40 miles an hour into a window. and the bird goes and lands on her shoulder. And it looks at her right in the face. She doesn't want to leave us. Oh, Mom. I'm like, come on, man. Oh, I know. It's... I love this world. Even I have done that with Angus. I mean, I'm sitting here and I felt something hit my leg, which is what Angus would do with his nose. He would nudge me. He would hear me saying goodbye. Well, everybody, that's the end. And he would wake up at the end of every show and walk over to me because he knew I would take him for a walk. So I'm about to say goodbye and everything, and I feel the nudge, you know, like the nose he pushed on my leg, and it freaked me out. I know what I felt. I didn't see anything. I've had very, very few dreams of Angus. And I wanted to see him in dreams and everything, and I just never got any signs except for that I'm aware of. I mean, there were other things that I would say. The cabinet door opened over here, which is something that he would do almost nightly when he wanted to go for a walk. He had this weird thing he would do. He would rub up against the counters or the cabinets, you know, that's holding the TV up, and it would always open the cabinet door. So I'd see that cabinet door open a few times while just sitting there. I mean, that's weird. And of course I would get emotional and say, oh, you're here. Oh, you know. Why would that cabinet door open? It's bizarre. So I don't know about signs from the other side. I don't know. But this is a really good show. And they're showing it not only from the believer's point of view, but from the skeptic's point of view. And I can appreciate them doing it. It's a very good series right now. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper, 77 with a $5 super chat. He says, Ma! Cardinal meatballs. Cardinal meatballs? You think my mother is going to make cardinal meatballs? Huh? You think my mother is going to kill a bird? Jaime, it's okay. Do you think? I'm okay. It's all right. I don't have it tonight. Thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. Mr. DB Cooper, 77. Mr. Generoso. But, yeah, they did some interesting things in this show. A guy never believed. This is why. This guy's going around making this documentary and turned it into a series of 6 episodes. After episode 4, Signs from the Dead, I have Seeing Dead People, and then episode 6, Reincarnation. Now, the mediums, they had a channeling medium. And I posted one of these channelers on GUFON chat. Remember? Let me pull it up here. I'll play it for a second. And I have no choice. I have to play it. What is the name of it? Is it GUFON? Oh, it's Greatest? Hold on. Here it is. Let me pull this up, see if I can get it. Oh, here's Dave Scott. He was at the rally, by the way. Did you guys know this? There he is, right in the front. Hold on. This is funny. There's a picture of a guy that looks like Dave right here. He was at it. He was at it. I know he was. That's funny. Yeah, right here. It almost looks like him, right? That's great. All right, let me pull it up here. Lots of voice stuff here. I forgot. What am I looking for? Here it is. Oh, it's not loud enough. You got to turn it up.
Yes.
Toma, would you understand your grandfather Andrew?
Anyway, she's a channeler, and these people are really trying to find see if their father can come through. And she sounded like that. Oh, hello, my name is Charlie. Can you see me? Oh, God, please. It's just so funny. They didn't believe her. They didn't believe her. No. They didn't. I was impressed that they didn't believe this woman. And I think, yeah, $1,000 an hour. Can you imagine? $1,000 an hour? We're in the wrong business. We're in the wrong business. Sorry. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I mean, it's just the way it is. So GUFON needs to change. And I don't know what to do. The only thing I think I can do is do what I've been doing. But just not as vicious, I guess. Change the names. I mean, I've been trying to do that more and more, Been trying to conform. They want us to conform. You realize that? Yeah. You guys can do it. You guys can conform. Eventually, they're going to take us all down. Poor Mark Dice. Let me show you something here. I'm going to go in a little bit of history for today. Mark Dice. This is a good video we're going to play here. Because he tells it like it is. I like Mark Dice. He says America has fallen.
I'm still here.
And he is scared. He's been a YouTuber for 10 years, I think.
Here for now, but as you know, the big purge has only just begun. And in case you missed it, I did post a video the other day on YouTube about the situation at the United States Capitol on Wednesday, but the video was removed because I showed a clip of the President of the United States that he posted on his social media accounts before it was censored, telling the protesters to go home and to be peaceful once the protest got carried away. But you're not allowed to contradict the mainstream media's narrative, as they're claiming that the president was encouraging the unrest when he did exactly the opposite once the situation got out of control. I posted the video on my BitChute channel and my Rumble channel, and if anything happens to my YouTube channel, then you know where to find me. As I'm sure you heard, President Trump has been banned from Twitter for life, making Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey in many ways more powerful than the President of the United States. And even before that happened, Mark Zuckerberg locked him out of his Facebook page, supposedly only until after the inauguration of Old Joe, just to ensure a peaceful transition of power. But it's highly unlikely that Facebook will allow him to post ever again as well. Same with Instagram. Since the first Obama administration, Twitter has maintained a POTUS Twitter account, the President of the United States, and that account is transferred from one president to the next to the next. So while they did ban the real Donald Trump account, the POTUS account was still up. So President Trump started tweeting from that account, and so then they locked that account as well until Old Joe is given access to it, and Twitter deleted those tweets. He'll probably join Parler perhaps any minute now. Yesterday, Sean Hannity falsely claimed that he already had. That wasn't true. There's an account that's been reserved for him, but so far he hasn't activated it, but any minute now he may finally do that. And as expected, the Android App Store banned the Parler app, so if you still have it on your phone, you might be able to use it, and Apple is probably going to ban them any minute now as well. If you already downloaded Parler onto your Apple device, then you could probably still use it, but new downloads are not going to be allowed. But I wouldn't be surprised if Parler just goes completely offline, because I don't think most people understand like how bad this is going to get. They're already going after their hosting service, probably their domain registrar as well, just like they did for Gab. A lot of people probably aren't familiar with that. Gab was the first sort of Twitter alternative, and I don't think got the respect that they deserve. Still up and functioning. You should actually follow me on Gab as well. You should join Gab. They have their own server, but their domain registrar a few years ago gave them, I think, 24-hour notice to find a new host of the domain name itself. And these people are so worked up, they're probably going to get the domain registrars to not even allow Parler and Gab and others to host a domain name.
I was watching it and realized I played well, Mark doesn't mind. He doesn't care if I play it, he said. So anyway, always respectful, though I didn't want to play more. I'll put the link to Mark's dice in the description. Another video I have here to show you is a continuation of Bigelow Aliens and the Future of Us by John Ventry. So I want to continue from just about where we left off yesterday. It's actually interesting enough that I thought we can continue a little bit on this.
Admiral Byrd makes a comment she stops in Chile on the way back after they pulled out, and he makes a comment that they can fly pole to pole.
Admiral Richard Byrd is the one who sailed to Antarctica, the North Pole, the South Pole, all that stuff. And he was the one who had the war with the Nazi UFOs. I can't even say Nazi. I shouldn't even say that. You understand?
And an attack could be imminent. Right. And there are people like David Wilcock and Dr. Robert Woods and others that I've talked to who said there was a major battle took place in Antarctica.
Supposedly it did. That's what it is.
It's not supposedly. It's not supposed. Supposed. D.
And others that I've talked to who said there was a major battle took place in Antarctica.
Supposedly it did. That's what it is classified.
Yeah, and you know what they did too at that time is they signed an international agreement that nobody could claim anything in Antarctica until I think it was I don't remember, it was 2002, 2008. Oh. But you're allowed the scientific base down there, right. You know. But a country couldn't claim part of Antarctica for themselves, you know. But
one more.
So we got that. So, and I had read, maybe it was a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that at Lake Vostok there, they were picking up like energy, not a signal, but almost like a heat signal. They said could be a nuclear reactor under Lake Vostok. Okay, so there is something there, and Hitler had the base 211.
Right. Yeah, Leslie Hitler had a base there, and that's where he met the aliens at.
Yeah.
That's where they got their technology.
And Hitler was trying to get secret knowledge, alien knowledge, hollow earth knowledge, right? Because he was very occult, and he was trying to get that to win the war. So,
you know, that's interesting. So if Schmittler was down there, or his troops were down there trying to get information about hollowed earth and what he just said, don't you think we would have had that knowledge by now? We have that knowledge by now, don't we? Why are you giving me small cam? You know what I mean? So if that's true, if Schmittler was down there, or the troops were down there and they were seeing all this stuff, then it's real. Right? It's real. Why would Schmittler go down there at all? There's nothing there. Maybe they were just there to work on secret projects because they knew nobody would go to the South Pole or Antarctica or whatever. Right? Maybe it has nothing to do with UFOs at all. But Admiral Richard Boyd, yes. Richard Byrd was down there. He saw aliens. He did. If he saw aliens and fought against aliens and comes back home and talks about how Antarctica has some lush regions, palm trees, running water, lakes, and he talked about the UFOs having the ability to go from the North Pole to the South Pole very quickly, then it's real. It's real. So then, why aren't we seeing those UFOs ever? There's 6 billion cameras around the world right now. In Russia, the reason they see all those incoming meteors or little asteroids and things like that, because they have dash cams that are on every vehicle. It's required by law. So they get to see more stuff just about at any time something comes out of the sky. But I have yet to see the alien craft that Admiral Richard Byrd talks about. In 1997 and in 2005 or 6, what was it? In 1997, we had the Phoenix Lights incident at 8 o'clock, 8:15. That was a real 1 to 2 mile wide craft. Was it a TR-3B? I don't know. But the way people drew it, it was just a one-winged craft. You could say it was a triangle, but you know, it would go like the wings would go in and out. So when the wings were wide open, you know, and it was like this, it would go really slow. Then the wings would close up and it would shoot. And then the wings would open back up again and go slow. And some people said it was going about 30 miles an hour. Some people said it was at a walking pace. It was going very slow. And it barely made it over the mountaintops, which in the area by Squaw Peak are not that tall, maybe 400, 500 feet. I know because I flew the drone right next to those mountains, and at 400 feet, I still had a little ways to go to get above it. So 400 feet's the maximum by law with the drone, just so you know. So it flew very low, and tens of thousands of people saw it. You know about it. In 2005, the disc-shaped object was over the Chicago O'Hare Airport. I believe it was runway 18, something like that. And what has been seen since? That has been the only thing we have seen since that were actual craft, and I can't think of any that were seen by thousands of people that were legitimate UFOs since the disc. The only thing we've seen since is we haven't seen it. The Jetpack Man. I can't think of another sighting. Is there any other sighting that was big like the Phoenix Lights incident or Chicago O'Hare? Does anybody know of any other sighting that thousands of people saw? And I don't want to hear about the Monday Night Football blimp. That's not a UFO. That's a blimp. I'm talking about real UFOs. Nothing. I can't think of anything, guys. There's been nothing since 2006. Now 15 years. Don't you think that's weird? The Battle of Los Angeles was 1947. I'm talking recently. Nothing. Hello, Fast Hemi Machinist, RC Christian. RC Christian, are you going to put up a reason for these Georgia Guidestones? I want an addendum monolith placed next to it that says, oh yeah, it's going to happen any day now, like April 20th or something. Hey, Tommy L's here. Forget about it. What's up, Tommy? Good to see you. Does anybody know of any other major sighting that happened? Think about it. Let me know if you're going to put up another guide stone. Stephenville UFOs? No, that's not since 2006. That wasn't seen by tens of thousands of people like a big event. Oh, I know. When was Stephenville? Maybe I'm wrong on that, B. Baker. Maybe I'm wrong. It's hard to remember everything. Let me put that in there. How about this? How about, no, I'm talking about what have we seen? I want to know what big event was like the Phoenix Lights. Anything since the Phoenix Lights? I mean, O'Hare, that was a pretty big event. That was a disc-shaped craft that people actually saw. Not thousands, but tens of people saw that. Third phase of moon postings, not seen by thousands. And a lot of those, like I just said, were debunked. I'm talking mass sightings. I didn't block you, first floor audio. I see you. Where did I block you? Why would I block you? Oh, you're joking. Okay. Yep. In Mexico, they see tons of balloons. Looks like there hasn't been one since. Nope, Phoenix Lights was the last one. It was. So what does that mean? Now, a radio signal isn't a sighting. It's a good try, though. True, Stephenville had good radar, though. Fair amount of witnesses. President had to get in a bunker, allegedly. I was looking up Stephenville, that's right. Tell you, I when you stop typing for a while, like I used to type for my job continuously, and I stopped doing it continuously, and February 9th, 2009. Steve Allen, a 50-year-old pilot, was at a campfire with friends and says the object was a mile long and half a mile wide. I don't know if it was a biblical experience or somebody from a different universe or whatever, but it was definitely not around these parts. A spokeswoman for the 301st Fighter Wing in Fort Worth says no aircraft from his base was in the area and says the objects may have been an illusion caused by two commercial planes, but those who saw the lights don't buy that explanation. It's an unidentified flying object, insisted a former Air Force technician. It was so fast I couldn't track it with my binoculars. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now I remember it. Hold on a second. 2009, but that's not a mass sighting. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like a mass sighting that would like tens of thousands of people saw.
Stephenville, Texas is a...
Well, here's one from 2015. They talk about it. Doc Skinner's here. Hey, 1028 Productions, Doc Skinner. What do you say? How do you be? Good show today. I was there. Well, I was trying to get my show going. What was seen over downtown Dallas? Yeah. 6 months ago, we know about that. Did you see mysterious chilling lights over Houston a year ago? What did they do? Suppress the Stephenville? Yeah, Stephenville, Texas, UFO cover-up on Larry King. Amazing, it says. I want to play this. Here we go. Nope, can't play it. Not that one. 12 years ago. They've been seeing lights over there for a long time. Stephenville, sorry. Keep saying it wrong. This is amazing. Oh my God. Okay. Remember, okay. Are you talking about this? All right. This, I don't think this is what. That's this I can't. Okay, this can't be UFOs right there. That is a guy who's got a little bit of epilepsy. That does not work for me. Yeah, let's go back to the AP and hear what they talk about. Oh, here's a Phoenix Lights description. 12, let's see. 12 years
12
ago.
News at 10, back with a story that's baffled people in
22
Phoenix
years
for
later.
more than 2 decades. If there were iPhones or Twitter back in 1997, the Phoenix Lights would have been trending for weeks. It's a huge story back then and continues to raise eyebrows today as the focal point of a list of documentaries and books. This Wednesday marks the 22nd anniversary of the lights that were described as everything from extraterrestrial visitors to flare and secret government aircraft, even a hoax. Team 12's Tricia Hendricks spoke with a woman who witnessed and documented the Phoenix Lights.
It's a shame that the Phoenix Lights, the actual lights that you see in this documentary, all of these are flares. Yep, I say it all the time. Flares. She got them in January, February, and March. And if you look up the dates and if you do a FOIA request, I didn't do it, somebody else did it. Do a FOIA request and get the day that these flares were dropped. You will see the date when she got these photographs. They dropped flares. I'm telling you, these are not UFOs. And I know Doc's going to disagree, and that's okay. Right, Doc? You think those... I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just giving you a hard time. I just have a feeling you were going to say that they're... Nope, those are UFOs. They're not.
People were seeing these lights that either seemed
I'm busting
to be
chops.
attached to
I'm in a bad
something
mood.
or had a force
Trump
field in
is-
between, because when they looked up,
It's not fair.
they blocked out the stars in between the lights.
Dr. Lynn Kitai reflecting on what she saw.
She did not see the Phoenix Lights the day it happened. She got video 2 years before the Phoenix Lights supposedly showed up. Okay? She got video of flares. And she turned it into a movie. It's unbelievable.
They blocked out the stars in between the lights.
That's not true.
Dr. Lynn Kitai reflecting on what she saw back on March 13th, 1990.
She didn't see it. She's lying. She didn't see the UFO on March 13th. Oh, this is unbelievable. She's changed her story.
7, a string of lights shaped in a V hovering above the
Oh,
valley.
so she gets them in 2000 and what? I'm sorry, 1995, right? She gets it, and then she saw it again earlier that year in 1997. But she did not see the Phoenix Lights. If she did, we'd have more than 2 videos, and neither one of them are hers.
Skies.
Going through my mind, I was thinking, who are you? What are you? Do you know that I'm here? I'd love to meet you.
For more than 2 decades now, countless explanations.
Shut up. Stephenville. I just don't like it. Because here's a woman who's supposed to be a smart woman. You'd think she would have critical thinking skills being a child's physician, but she's not. She's not a UFO. Now I'm talking like an idiot. She's not a ufologist. She never was. She didn't stare at the sky for thousands of hours like you should. She lives on top of a mountain and happened to see lights from her living room popping up at 10 at night. She grabbed her camera and recorded them. They were 5-minute flares. And now now, years later, when the story started to die down, she magically talked to them too. She magically communicates to aliens. And they came up to her door as these lights, she says, and spoke to her about the horrible world that we're living in, that it's getting too hot and global warming needs to stop. Fucking liars. You wonder why I'm so mad all the time at this fucking place. People lie so much, it's unbelievable.
Stephenville, Texas is a typical American small town. The folks here are proud of their...
and let's not forget, Dr. Greer told the Phoenix Lights to fly down over Phoenix that night. All right. And yet, I went to Dr. Greer's CE5 event thinking we're going to call UFOs. No, we just watched a movie. Yay!
High school's football team and proud to be the #1 dairy county in the state. Stephenville may be tipped story of her life. For days, people have been emailing and calling the newsroom saying they've seen a UFO.
It was very intense, bright lights. I keep hearing that over and over and over, and they spanned a wide area.
It's so fast when it took off, and it made not a sound.
Ricky Sorrells was deer hunting in these woods when he says the UFO stopped and hovered just over his head.
And I did just like this, and I could see it. And if you look at the trees, it's right here. It's 300 foot up, right here.
Sorrells thought about shooting at the object, but didn't want to start an interstellar war, so he lowered his gun and hightailed it back to the house. He still isn't sure what he saw.
Oh my God. Oh, thank God Mr. Sorrell didn't start that interstellar war or whatever. Thank God.
So last night we were coming out of a commercial break and we were on a live picture from one of our Dallas tower cams when I saw something shooting across the sky, but it happened so quickly I couldn't identify what it was.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, what did you think that it could have been? Now, you were honestly, you weren't the only person. There were many people that made this comment. I had some tweets about it. I had some emails about it. What did you think it was?
At first I'm like, shooting star, but then it was too big to be a shooting star, so I said it was a comet. Then I went home.
Aha! What is her expertise in shooting stars? They come in all different sizes, right? And colors and speeds. Oh, it's so nice when these people on the news are talking about stuff like they know what the hell they're talking about. Love it. Love it.
I talked about it with my husband. He's like, it was a meteor. And I'm like, what was it?
But I mean, it's interesting, though, how you went from 0 to 100 where it was, a comet or whatever it was.
Pete.
Okay,
That's me.
Oh, yes, it is. So, honestly, Cynthia wasn't the only person, but I want you to take a look at this. So what we did last night, we went back and looked at the video, and many people had some questions about it. And so,
yeah,
Cynthia, I
right.
want you to know you weren't, and I know you're embarrassed to say you thought it was a UFO, but I mean, there's Cynthia, there's people like you as well that thought this.
Yeah. That's it. Make fun of it. That's what you do. Hey, Pete, what did I see in the sky over downtown from WFAA on camera in the newscast tonight?
At 10:13 last night, Bank of America building. You see that right there? That was live on our air. This is the tape from our newscast last night at 10:13. That's exactly what you saw. And yes, the question from many of you, including Cynthia, was it a UFO or a meteor? But what we did in the Channel 8 Weather Center throughout the day, this is how I spent my day once the rain ended. We did an in-depth investigation, okay? And the in-depth investigation, here's what it uncovered. We have multiple cameras here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I think we have like 5 cameras in downtown Dallas. We looked at the other cameras. And we wanted to see that little dot right there? Watch this. We'll loop it through again. See it?
Yeah, nice. 10 frames a second.
So we knew it wasn't a
that
meteor
helps.
because they don't originate down on the ground and then take off. And then we looked at one of our other cameras. Here's our Fair Park camera looking at the city of Dallas. You see that right there? You see what this is? Cynthia, is this becoming a little more clear as to what this is?
Is that a plane?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's not a plane.
And we looked it up and it was fun.
Yes.
Oh, you Fucking assholes. This is not a plane, you dick. That's not a plane.
That was live on our air. This is the tape from our newscast last.
Unless they're running at 10 frames a second or 20 frames. Come on, man. Where's Doc? Doc, you know about video. B. Baker, come on. It's not going up. It's just coming from across the sky, I think. Just like when people say, it's not a chemtrail, it's heading right towards the ground. It's just the angle of shit. It's not an airplane. I don't know any airplane that has a trail unless it is time lapse or it's not really running at the frame rate per second. It should to have a smooth, whatever, I can't think. Anyway, God, that makes me, it could have been a plane. But this doesn't look like it. Yeah, exactly.
Last night at 10:13. That's exactly what you saw. And yes, the question for many of you, including Cynthia, was it a UFO or a meteor? But
all right. So if they did some real research and got 3 different camera angles and this is the right time, then it probably is Southwest Airlines Flight 63. But it does not look like that. It looks like a fireball going through the sky, but we don't get to see the whole video. We only see what they show us, so we'll never know. Of course, they would let us know if it was a meteor.
That's what I said.
We went on FlightAware. And we looked it up, and it was Southwest Airlines Flight 63. It was going from Love Field down to...
Oh, yeah, okay. See, if it was foggy, it could have been a plane, right? Like it looks here. Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. That's right. I didn't even put that into consideration. It could have been a little misty outside, giving us that illusion. See, this is why I need help. I can't think of everything. Good. Well, I think that they did figure it out. I don't think... The only reason... I can't speak. You noticed that, right? The only reason they would lie, and they can't lie, because anybody could have went and looked this up on August 27, 2019. And you could see if it was an airline Flight 63, which I'm surprised other people didn't do. But such is life. Amazing. Yeah, that's pretty cool that they figured it out, I guess. You know. What was I looking up? I don't want to be... Oh, yeah. This is where... This is the video where this dickhead was talking about me. See, I didn't start any war with Bill Pullen. I didn't start a war with him. He started it. I didn't even know about it. But he started talking shit about me. And I don't know exactly where, so we'll not waste time, but I can look it up real quick because I have it on the phone with the person who I was discussing it with, where to look for it. But I just wanted to hear. I haven't heard it with my own ears, what he actually said. So let's take a look and see if I can find. Did you know that included you in one of these hater videos? But where? All right, hold on. Let me find out and see if this person is still here. What's the timestamp when it happened? Let's see if I get a response. Alien Girl Uno with the $1.99 super sticker. Thank you very much, Miss Generoso. There it is. Thank you. I like that little fox. Sly, slick as a... Okay, looks like this person's not around. So let's see if I can find it myself.
You just want to participate.
This is the guy who claimed to be a UFO. Well, Dave Scott gave him the name UFO historian. He stopped using it because he's not a historian. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the guy knows what he's talking about. It is amazing how much this guy gets things wrong. It's really amazing to me. But I don't know why you would start ripping on me. I didn't say anything about him. It's just weird.
Objective investigation.
The operative word is a degree, but making jokes, they're making fun, they're cracking.
13, they both mix, they have a healthy mix. A lot of witnesses are traumatized and troubled by what they've seen. They're not going to want to be laughed at. They're not going to want to be. If you're providing that to the public, even if you're saying it's entertainment, sensationalizing the field research work, the UFO question is not solved. It's going to take advocate. Martin Willis is.
We're pretty serious here, but we have moments. We have moments that we're lighthearted and things like that. But for
13, they both mix. They have a healthy mix of serious conversation, which makes light of their experiences. That's a lot of witnesses are traumatized and troubled by what they've seen. They're not going to want to be laughed at. They're not going to want to be tuned into a program that takes their experiences lightly, makes light of their experiences. That's not what they want. They want answers, and they want a serious look at what may or may not have happened in their lives. Therefore, they can have some.
Because something just happened to me, that's not funny.
Program that's outstanding. The advice of a dentist. We're going to seek out the U.S. wants our house leveled. Invitations to conference.
I don't know. I did enough. I did my fair use. That's all I can do. I'll have to see if this person gets back to me in time so I can. If somebody's talking about me, I think I have a right to listen to what they were saying. I'll find out for another day. But yeah, that's him. That's the so-called expert. He calls himself an expert, and nobody's an expert in the field. And anyway, it's just hilarious to me what people don't get it. And that's why GUFON is going to change. That's why I changed tonight. I started tonight. Obviously, I started tonight, right? Started off with Tim McShillen lying, putting up lights, a video, promoting a video from France as UFOs and their light cannons aiming at clouds, spinning around. That's what the video is. That's all it is. It's like when you go to a grand opening and they have those big spotlights in the parking lot and they're spinning around and showing you, hey, we got a big sale for Christmas, whatever. That's all. And Tim McShillen promotes that as a legitimate UFO case. And it's 5 years old, 6 years old now. I don't understand why, other than the fact that he is a shill in this community. He is using his military background and former lieutenant police chief, whatever the frig he was. He's using that as credibility in the field. It's misleading. It's a lie. And Tim McShillen, I believe, is the new Richard Doty of ufology. He puts up a website, The Deflate, and it's all about militarizing the threat of UFOs, and that is it. There's nothing else he's talking about, and everything he has promoted has been a lie, a fake, a hoax, all of the above. So I can't give it to you any straighter than that, other than do the research yourself and believe what you want. So nothing's changing, is what I'm saying. You understand? I can't change. I will not say certain things anymore the same way. I will change them. But other than that, the show will stay the same. Although I am going to cut it down a little bit to 80 to 90 minutes. Because I'm working 2 channels here. So it's a little time consuming. Plus I have other personal projects that I need to work on, which I have left on the side and haven't worked on them. So I will be doing that tomorrow. So there may not be a video on Third Phase. I know there won't be one tonight. But if there is one tomorrow, I would be surprised as well. It's kind of hard. I'm burning the candle at both ends, and it catches up with me, and I get a little bit tired and burnt out. And I only ate once today, and I should be eating 3 to 4 times. So I wasn't even going to do a show tonight, but somehow I found the energy to do it. Thank God. I just can't allow Tim McShillen to get away with posting stuff that's fake. It's real, but it's not UFOs. Just can't do it. Troy, welcome to the show. Troy says, I think Senator Biden should appoint GUFON as the czar of UAPs in the USA. No. I do not want to report to Biden. I do not want to associate myself with Bidophile. I do not want anything to do with that POS. He's a file. He's a file. A racist file. He's the worst of the worst. He's a corrupt, racist file. I'm not even... I don't understand. I can't think anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay? I want to thank everybody. Where is it? I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. I went a little longer. You could tell I was out of steam 15 minutes ago. We won't be back tomorrow. There might be a premiere, there might not be, but whatever. There won't be a live show. I don't think there will. Unless something major happens. Unless there's some news I need to share with you. There won't be a live show tomorrow. But we'll be back Monday, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. I want to thank moderators and super chatters. Thank you so much. Very super generous super chatters. Thank you for that. Moderators, very helpful. And any newcomers, veterans alike, thank you for hanging out. And we'll be back Monday. If you ain't looking out, you ain't looking up for ufology. Good night, everybody.